This is the main story of Zenless Zone Zero version 2.4. Continuing from the last episode, you talked to your sibling after Shun Guang left. With Fairy, you quickly pinpointed the spot where Sarah and Shi Yuan left in the hollow, which appears to be in some old mining site. You planned to head there to investigate and decided not to reveal the truth to Shun Guang about his brother Shi Yuan for now. A scene was then shown to us that reveals the secret conversations between Sarah and Shi Yuan in the Lemnian Hollow.
你的愿望会由它实现。
我的愿望
是啊，藏在你梦魇深处的，你最怕面对的。 你不惜一切代价也想要阻止的，与最可怖的后果相伴。你的愿望是不让这一幕真的发生，而始主于我的权柄，能让你最深的恐惧撒归于无。 我只是让你至此不再受梦魇侵袭，想要斩断你妹妹与那把剑的联系，始主才是你唯一的希望。
小光
While forcefully casting some spell on Shi Yuan that appears to reveal his other self, Sarah told him that the Creator is the only answer to his wish, which is to stop the Qingming sword from taking his sister's life away. Sometime after, you met Shun Guang again in the temple. It turns out, since the beginning, Yi Xuan has been putting Shun Guang under seclusion training, isolating herself from outsiders as she is not allowed to leave as she pleases. Since Yi Xuan and the others are still out, Shun Guang took this opportunity to sneak out. Hence, she begged you to keep it a secret from the others. From this conversation, you notice that Shun Guang does not know about her brother Shi Yuan's betrayal yet. So, you decided to also keep it a secret from her for now. Then, a miner visited the temple to seek help. He claimed that his colleagues, alongside one of Banyue's apprentices, were trapped in miasma in the hollow. To make things more interesting, the location given was the same as the old mining site that Sarah and Shi Yuan went to. He somehow couldn't contact Banyue, so he came here for help. Shun Guang happened to know Banyue too, and both of you decided to head into the hollow to rescue them, while you still tried to hide the truth about Shi Yuan. Shortly after venturing into the hollow, you heard someone calling for help. As you arrived and saw a Polylumex worker surrounded by Ethereals, you encountered another familiar face who came to help.
救救我！
收到，亲亲，再救了，再救了。亲亲，请为本次服务满分好评，并把之前的投诉和差评删掉哦，否则。
It was Dialyn. She got here first and took care of it, though she provoked the worker after the rescue. You greeted her and she agreed to join you in the rescue operation. The rescue operation continued as you were shocked to see some sacrifices Ethereals and hymnists from the Exalters. With Dialyn's sharp and eccentric communication skills, you forced the Exalters to speak. The Exalters member revealed that he was obeying Sarah's order to find some ancient array. The Exalters also revealed that someone was with Sarah, and you quickly knew that it would be Shi Yuan. So once again, you suspiciously stopped the conversation by force as you still wanted to keep it a secret from Shun Guang. The team then continued rescuing the remaining trapped victims. After clearing off the remaining miasma tumors, you successfully rescued Banyue's apprentice, Ning Qian. He first apologized and claimed that he was requested to accompany the trapped victims to venture into the hollow, and he thought that he was strong enough to accept this task alone. While the team was leaving with Ning Qian, we were shown that Zhao was spying on us the entire time. The team continued to fend off the Ethereals on the way out. Suddenly, Dialyn had a headache mid-fight and was distracted by an inner voice that was seemingly related to her own voice from painful memories. For context, Dialyn has the ability to hear the voices of those on the brink of death within the hollows, but hearing her own voice was not one of her quirks. Luckily, Banyue appeared and came to the rescue just in time.
真是没完没了，把他们全部解决掉！我在这里啊！听无数王者的声音，为什么不听听自己内心的呼喊呢？
得救了，是白月师傅。
The team with Banyue then had a little reunion talk, as Banyue and Shun Guang reminisced about their past when Shun Guang and Shi Yuan were taught briefly by Banyue. It was then revealed to you that the sacred Qingming sword is actually in Shun Guang's possession and is being kept in the protective sword case beside her this whole time. Considering the side effects that the sword gives to the wielder, you were shocked and checked on Shun Guang, since your in-game character did not know that yet. Shun Guang assured you that she was okay, saying that she was just likely casting its powers through the sword case, and as long as the case is not removed, she is fine. Dialyn then bid farewell first, claiming that she had things to do. The team then exited the hollow too.
不杀大人，请您宽恕我，求您。为什么？为什么？难道那个世渊，那个世渊就足够虔诚吗？你明明知道，他。
As Dialyn was leaving, with her ability, she overheard an exaltus begging Sarah for mercy. She ignored it for now and went to meet with her supervisor, Zhao. Through their conversations, it was revealed that they have their own secret mission, and it seems to be related to Banyue being the Purge Unit Type 0 from the last episode. We don't know much yet, other than their plan was to retrieve something from Banyue, and that Banyue was a killing machine designed to suppress miasma. Also, through Dialyn's memory, we could hear voices from some victims who were begging Banyue for help, and even some calling Banyue a monster. Zhao was a little upset, and she was wondering why Dialyn hadn't made her move yet. But Dialyn insisted that they should wait a little longer and promised that the task would be completed. Back at base, you then finally revealed to Shun Guang about Shi Yuan's true situation and apologized for not telling the truth earlier. The team then further questioned the captured exalters from earlier, and he first claimed that Shi Yuan defected to them because he also wanted to meet the creator. He also claimed that Sarah wanted them to find the ancient array because it is needed for them to call upon the creator. You then pointed out that through the visions that you saw before, Shi Yuan wanted to save someone, and that it was connected to his nightmares. Shun Guang sombered, seeming like she knew what his nightmare was, but she didn't say anything further during that time. Since the Exaltist mentioned that Sarah went to Phantom Heights Marketplace before she ordered them to search for the ancient array, the team decided to investigate from there about the array next day. In the late night, instead of sending the Exaltist to the authorities, Ning Qian secretly let the Exaltist go. On the other side, we were then shown a conversation between Sarah and Ye Shi Yuan, now looking different than before, in his hidden form. While Sarah kept on babbling about the great creator, Ye Shi Yuan revealed that he wanted the Qingming sword had chosen him instead of his sister. Sarah once again claimed that the creator could help him, and in return, Ye Shi Yuan must assist her in summoning the creator. Then, we saw a scene of a mysterious Bangboos with devil horns praying for something in some secret place under some big ball. The next day, Yu, Shun Guang, Banyue, and Ning Qian gathered at bargainer Belle's house. As Ning Qian's investigation concluded that Sarah might visited this old man to restore some damaged antique tomb. However, upon arrival, you saw bargainer Belle arguing with some Tops employee. It seemed like they were arguing about the true ownership of the house and his collection of ancient stuff. Shortly after the employee left, you asked him about Sarah and the tomb, but he was clearly not in the mood to answer the questions. Just then, Dialyn appeared again, and she agreed to help with the talking, which she succeeded in quickly, possibly with her communication skills. She got her hands on the tomb and said that bargainer Belle secretly gave Sarah a fake replica of the tomb as she thought that the tomb was one of the kind. The tomb's content is about some divine purification and some kind of ancient array that can absorb miasma. Shun Guang immediately claimed that she was quite familiar with it. She revealed she overheard her late parents talking about it when she was little. She also revealed that her parents knew some mystic arts, so they worked with the miners and kept them away from miasma. They lived in a residential area near the mines, and Shun Guang was born there. Additionally, Banyue would sometimes help out at the mining area, so he knew her parents. However, the miasma outbreak 10 years ago took away their lives, leaving Shun Guang and Shi Yuan behind. Luckily, Banyue took them in. Then finally, he entrusted them to Yixuan and the Yunkui Summit, as Banyue thought that it was a more suitable place for them. Ning Qian mourned this tragic backstory, but he added something quite odd. He said, It isn't just the miasma that can lead to people's death. Though you didn't pay attention to it at first, but everyone else felt silent, especially Banyue, as if he was hiding something. Shortly after, the team gathered at Suipin Temple again. After going through the readable contents of the tomb, you quickly deduce that it is some ancient array that Sarah and the Exaltist wanted to perform to meet the creator. One odd thing to note is that the contents specify the array's purpose is to suppress miasma, somehow, as the Exaltists aren't usually merciful. The team then decided to investigate the old mining site where Shun Guang and her parents lived, by first asking the miasma outbreak survivors who also lived there. The team arrived at Siloam Bay, where the survivors are currently settled in. After asking around, there was nothing much useful to conclude other than two things. First, there was also a certain white flower that was present at the outbreak 10 years ago, which seems to be able to absorb miasma. Second, there was also another guy wearing black who also asked them about the array, which it was clearly Shi Yuan in his hidden form, but no one on our side knows this yet. Besides, you notice that Banyue was being secretly judged by everyone around you, and he was the center of the attention at that time, gossiping with each other about him as if he did something wrong. You asked him about it, but he did not answer, as he promised to tell you the truth when the time is right. The team then finally planned to head to the old mining site and investigate. Upon arrival, you did see the white flowers still blooming in the area despite the ether and miasma corruption. And yet Shun Guang and Banyue began to reminisce about their past as they revisited their hometown. We were then shown a scene of Banyue's past in this area, where he was loved by the residents here. On top of that, he also heard an inner voice speaking to him, similar to the one Dialyn encountered at the beginning of the story. And speaking of Dialyn, she again seemed like something was troubling her, and that she was also plotting something, as she asked you a very weird question. Under what circumstances would a person feel thankful toward their killer? Just as the team reassembled, a sacrifice reappeared, flew in, and what followed was the battle with the sacrifice. One odd thing to note that the sacrifice was mainly targeting Dialyn and Banyue. Just as the team defeated the sacrifice, Dialyn suddenly had a flashback. A part of Dialyn's backstory was revealed to us. When she was young, before the second hollow outbreak, her town was manipulated by a construction company, which wanted to ditch them and let them die within the hollow. They sent a medium, and she asked them to draw lots, resulting in the town sacrificing Dialyn and pushing her into the hollow, thinking that by doing so, their lives could be saved, only to be scammed in the end. You quickly woke Dialyn up from the daydream. Similarly, Banyue was also affected. Seeing that things had escalated to a very dangerous point, Yet Shun Guang decided to officially report this matter to Yunhui Summit and seek help. Banyue seemed like he was still troubled by the daydream that had just occurred to him, so the team decided to head back to base for now. Back at base, Yet Shun Guang apologized to the other members of the Suipian Temple due to her sneaking out. The matters in the hollow were then reported to Yi Xuan, and you were told that she was on the way back. During this time, she specifically ordered Yet Shun Guang not to step out of Suipian Temple for now, which Yet Shun Guang obviously felt kinda sad about. At late night, again, Ning Qian met Sarah secretly, plotting something about Banyue. The next day, you noticed that Yet Shun Guang was little less energetic than before, possibly due to her brother and her curfew. To make sure that she sat still for her safety until Yi Xuan returned, you invited her for a walk. She accepted it and changed into a casual outfit. You two went to Yamcha Xin to eat. During this time, Yet Shun Guang again reminisced about her past with her brother. As you two headed back, you were informed that the other members of Suipian Temple had found more clues about the array and found multiple related locations at the old mining site. They once again told Yet Shun Guang to stay at base and leave the job to them. Then, Yet Shun Guang had invited everyone to a dinner that she would be cooking. Then, we were shown a conversation between Zhao and Dialyn. They mainly talk about 5 things. 1. Sarah was born in an orphanage and she disappeared when the orphanage was shut down. Then she reappeared and disappeared, and then she reappeared finally as an exaltist. 2. They wanted to investigate more about the creator, as it could give some hints about the hollow. 3. They confirmed the contents of the ancient array, which is indeed used to suppress miasma, but a sacrifice is required, where the person who activates it will be trapped in their surroundings with Ethereals. They also said that Yet Shun Guang and Yet Shi Yuan's parents were working on this back then, which it inevitably backfired. With this, they wondered if Sarah was planning to make Yet Shi Yuan the sacrifice and finally meet the creator. 4. Their original plan was to retrieve Banyue's core, but Zhao improvised it, suggesting to Dialyn that she could try baiting Banyue to be the sacrifice of the array to exhaust him, and later retrieve the core easily while being able to investigate Sarah and the creator further, killing two birds with one stone. But Dialyn said that she had a better plan, which leads to 5. Dialyn claimed that she discovered another individual already wanting Banyue as the sacrifice of the array, which was none other than Ning Qian, and she suggested letting him do the dirty work while they reap the benefits at the end. At night, Shun Guang hosted the dinner, where Yu, Ning Qian, Banyue, and Dialyn were invited. While Shun Guang was preparing the dinner, Yu, Banyue, and Dialyn had a conversation. Banyue pointed out the reason why Shun Guang did this all of a sudden is because she might have already made a secret decision to get her brother back on her own. Dialyn then cut in, suddenly spitting words in Banyue's face, revealing to you that he was actually a TOPS machine with the codename Purge Unit Type 0, built to suppress miasma. Even though now Banyue looks like a humble shifu and a good guy, Dialyn accused him of being heartless back then. Long ago, after a failed mission, TOPS discarded him in the hollow, but he was picked up by someone and a town took him in. Because of his reliability in safeguarding the people, they trusted him wholeheartedly, treating him as a companion with a heart. But when the miasma outbreak happened 10 years ago, he did nothing when the people were swallowed by it, and Shun Guang's parents were among them, which led to the survivors in Salium Bay earlier who side-eyed him. Since you didn't know this yet, you were shocked. Banyue admitted that this indeed was his past that pains him all this time. Dialyn then added salt to his wounds by questioning him whether the feelings he has now are fake algorithms in his machine and not actual conscience. Banyue went silent. Luckily, Dialyn did not push any further, and the awkward silence was broken by Shun Guang calling you all for help with the dinner preparation. At last, Dialyn revealed to you her plan alone, which is to use Banyue as a sacrifice of the array, since he's just a cold robot that did not save the people 10 years ago. You hesitated, but in the end, you told Dialyn to focus on what Banyue is now rather than his past, which she agreed, though she secretly knew that Ning Qian was going to bring Banyue down anyway. You then told Shun Guang that you know about her decision. Since her motive was caught, she had no choice but to reveal it all to you. Yesterday night, she found a note under her door. The note appears to be from Shi Yuan, informing Shun Guang that he found a way to transfer the Qingming sword's ownership to him, telling her not to worry. But Shun Guang said that this must be a fake note, as it is missing some little habits Shi Yuan always had in his strokes. And after deducing from the content, you were sure that someone else wrote this note to her to bait her into the hollow. She then told you about Shi Yuan back then. When the Qingming sword chose Shun Guang as the wielder, he found out about the terrifying side effects of the Qingming sword and tried to transfer it to him by using some forbidden techniques, which led him to his hidden form, though he was ultimately stopped by Yi Xuan. After that, Shi Yuan swore to never try to do this behind everyone's back ever again. So, she does not believe all the rumors about him sacrificing himself for the creator now, and that he must be plotting something else. Hence, her decision was to follow the note anyway and check that out herself. You did not stop her, and you decided to join her. The dinner was ready. What should have been the most awkward dinner ever somehow turned pleasant, as we have Banyue, whose truth is now revealed to you, Dialyn, who spited Banyue, Shun Guang, who decided to secretly search for his brother, and you, who knows about everything except for Ning Qian's motive, which is to bring Banyue down. That night, everyone enjoyed the dinner, chit-chatted and stargazed together. On the other side, a conversation between Sarah and Ye Shiyuan was shown once more. Ye Shiyuan thought that Sarah was trying to use him as the array's sacrifice, but Sarah insisted that she wouldn't betray him like this and claimed that she found another individual to be the sacrifice. From the secret meeting between Sarah and Ning Chen earlier, we could already tell that it was probably Banyue. The next day, before you even set foot into the hollow with Shun Guang, a temple disciple in charge of the investigation at the old mining site returned wounded. It turns out the miasma at the old mining site suddenly spiked and exploded, which left every present member exposed to it, causing injuries. Both of you realized that it would be too late to wait for Yishuan to return, and decided to head there to assist. Dialyn also came by and understood the situation, but she revealed to us that Banyue and Ning Qian were gone, possibly at the mining site already. This means that Ning Qian's plan to bring Banyue down worked, and Dialyn also revealed to Shun Guang that Banyue was more or less responsible for her parents' death 10 years ago, since he did not rescue them, and it seems that Ning Qian's motive also comes from his relative not being rescued by Banyue during that time. Shun Guang was shocked to hear this at first, but she decided to save them anyway, regardless of their past. Despite revealing the truth, Dialyn also agreed and decided to help you and Shun Guang, though she probably has her own motives behind it. The three of you headed to the old mining site and found out that Banyue and Ning Qian were already trapped within the array with many other Ethereals, going to become the array's sacrificial lambs. It turns out Banyue had already come to help earlier, and on the way, he met Ning Qian, who said that he had already found a way to activate the ancient array, and he claimed that doing so was a great idea so that they could suppress the surrounding miasma once and for all. But he needed Banyue's help to activate it. We know that he was obviously trying to bait Banyue into becoming the sacrifice of the array. But little did Ning Qian know that Banyue already knew about this and had already made a decision to secretly comply with Ning Qian as an atonement for his wrongdoings 10 years ago, when he did not save Ning Qian's sister and many other victims. With this, Ning Qian successfully baited Banyue into the array, and now they were both trapped in a ball of thick miasma, together with ever-spawning Ethereals. We were then shown the situation inside the miasma ball. Banyue was trying his best to defend Ning Qian from the Ethereals, and Ning Qian begged him to stop and just let them die, so that he could finally meet his sister in the heavens. Banyue also heard his inner voice again, telling him to surrender for his sins. Then, with Fairy's help, you found out that the array can be broken by destroying its array bases located around the core. The team split up to break them all at once. At Dialyn's side, while locating the array base, she encountered Yishuan's Qingming bird trapped in the miasma, and she set it free. This means that Yishuan should have been aware of the situation all this time, and that maybe Shi Yuan was somewhat of a double agent, sending information to Yishuan to take down Sarah as their ultimate goal. After all the array bases were destroyed, the miasma ball faded. Dialyn rushed in and helped to finish off the remaining Ethereals. During this time, Banyue revealed that he knew about Dialyn's plan from the beginning, which was to retrieve his core. He told Dialyn that after everyone was saved, he would comply and allow his core to be taken away. Banyue used his remaining energy to clear off the last Ethereals. With that, he collapsed to his knees, then sat down and revealed his core for Dialyn to take it.
半月，
事情还没结束，就落得这副凄惨的模样。
就到此为止吧。我的核心，你拿去吧。
拿到东西交差似乎也不错，但我现在有了新的选择。这一次，就让王者之语给你一个继续存在下去的真相吧。
But Dialyn ultimately did not do so. She told him to continue existing by using her telephone to replay the voices of Ningqian's sister and Shun Guang parents at the brink of death. She told him that as a robot, 10 years ago, he had already done his best with his machine algorithms inside him, telling him that his only purpose was to suppress miasma, not to rescue victims. As he ultimately understood what was at stake through the words of Ningqian's sister to take care of Ningqian and Shun Guang and Shi Yuan's parents to take care of the Ye siblings. After all, he became an understanding robot that defends his disciple Ningqian at all costs, regardless of his past. Ningqian, on the other hand, after hearing what her sister said at her death, and all that happened to Banyue, was also touched and cried, finally apologizing. To many people, Banyue could have been a heartless machine, but at least to someone like Ningqian and Shun Guang and Shi Yuan, Banyue is their savior. Things are not over yet though, as the team planned to investigate further about the creator. Sarah and Shi Yuan suddenly appeared. Shi Yuan did not know that he would be seeing everyone here, though Sarah did. She was probably the one pulling all the strings. Shi Yuan was upset. However, he claimed that things were too late, asked everyone to leave with Shun Guang and never come back. Then they disappeared once more, and the team decided to chase after them. Shi Yuan was really upset at Sarah, as he thought that Sarah had promised him not to involve his sister in this to meet the creator. Sarah did not care further, saying that all this was according to her plan. She then chanted some spell, officially calling the creator. The large Exaltis symbol suddenly appeared in front of her, possibly a form or manifestation of the creator. While this was happening, Shi Yuan finally showed his true motives. It turns out that he is a double agent, at least for now. Before this, he joined the Exaltis as a spy, though Sarah tempted him by saying that the creator could fulfill his wishes, which was to save Shun Guang from the side effects of the Qingming sword. He ended up exposing his hidden form, but ultimately denied it secretly, while continuing to comply with Sarah and sending insider info to Xuan. At last, he helped Sarah to summon the creator, leading to the current situation. He prepared his stance and charged up the strongest attack he could pull off, and struck down the manifestation and Sarah. Sarah was hit fatally by the blow. However, though interrupted, the manifestation sort of nullified the attack. At the brink of Sarah's death, we witness a part of her backstory. Sarah was allegedly part of Han's Hollow Special Operation, and it seems like her team was wiped out during a mission, leaving her as the only survivor, stuck in fallen debris and calling for help. From the shadows, it seems like one of the Void Hunters was also present, but they did not save her somehow. Then, she was rescued by the Exaltis, who said that she was the chosen one by the creator. At first, she rejected them, but when she returned to Han, she was told that her data never existed in the database records. So she went back into the Exaltis, leading to her current appearance. Coming back from a backstory, she raised her hand and willingly offered her body to the creator, merging with the manifestation. Black mist appeared around them, and the surrounding miasma suddenly spiked, Ye Shiyuan saw the merge and thought it was no good, wanting to stop them, but it was too late. In the end, he too was engulfed by the miasma.
这股气息变得更浓烈了，那个施主又回来了。
哥哥，一定要等我。
Your team arrived too late, and a giant crocodile Ethereal appeared from the ground, leading to a fierce battle with the team. After some combat with the crocodile Ethereal, Ye Shiyuan suddenly reappeared, but this time he was controlled, probably by the creator, and he sought battle with Shun Guang, now riding the crocodile.
那是本该属于我的东西，用血脉之亲的手取来，再合适不过了。
At last, Shun Guang was forced to fully unleash her Qingming sword. Although it was the evil Shun Guang, or the creator, who urged her to use the Qingming sword's powers, Shun Guang ultimately prevailed.
还是不敢拔剑吗？再逃下去，你的同伴至亲都会葬身于此。
哥哥，
有些抉择是我们必须承担的责任，做我们应该做的事情。我信任你，就像你信任我那样。终于，
如果今天被操控的是我，相信哥哥一定会做出同样的选择吧。小光，你信任我，就像我信任你这样，我似乎不那么害怕了。
封印一切，很好。
哥哥，
这份力量我就收下了。怎么会？
区区邪祟也敢妄言！我乃云昆山青灵剑剑主叶顺光，此剑既出，天地为引，荡尽诸邪。
小光，我已经知道了。
这个声音，我是成功把哥哥带回来了。
原谅我再次离开，一定要等我，信我，我一定会救你的，一定会。
哥哥。
It was over for now. However, we only get to see the scene after Shun Guang woke up from a faint after the battle. You told her what happened while she fainted. After Shun Guang fainted, Shi Yuan returned to normal, but without informing anyone further, and although he was reluctant, he only asked you to take care of Shun Guang and left swiftly. Everyone was hurt and exhausted during that time, so no one got to stop him. You then discuss with the other members of the team. 3 things can be concluded. The first is obviously about Shi Yuan's unknown disappearance once again. Secondly, when the team fought the evil Shi Yuan and the crocodile, 4 areas in the Lemnian Hollow simultaneously emitted similar energy resonance signal. The first being the area itself, the second area being where you confronted the Exaltus Overseer Mevorak back in version 2.0, and the third area being Yidari's town from the previous 2.3 version. The fourth area, however, is unknown, as Fairy detected high levels of energy interference from it. The third thing is that about the creator's unknown goal, and it seems like it could be largely related to the Qingming sword. After the discussion, Zhao met Dialyn in person about their previous plan to retrieve Banyue's core. Zhao questioned why Dialyn disobeyed Krampus' orders. Dialyn calmly told her not to worry about the higher-ups, and said that she could satisfy everyone by inviting Banyue to join the Krampus, as he vouched that Banyue has a valuable conscience that should not be disposed. Right before the story is over, we were shown a scene where Shun Guang was reading her diary, reciting everything that had happened since the beginning, as it seems that the side effects of Qingming sword affected her, giving her dementia, although she really did not want to forget all the pleasant experiences with you and everyone. This marks the end of the version 2.4 story, and I hope you enjoyed.